We're here today at the RSC at the Other Place for Culture Central's annual summit in 2026, Murmuration.
This summit brings us together as cultural leaders from across the region. And although we all work in different parts of the ecology, we have a shared ambition to create opportunities through culture for the people and places of the West Midlands.
This is our third annual summit, which brings together all arts organisations from across the West Midlands to collaborate and build collective action. But today is looking forward to the future by learning from others and for us to understand our own unique role in taking strategy to action through innovation. We've been asked, why Murmuration? And so we've been thinking a lot about language recently, and we and others often describe the sector as an ecology. What ecology frames as potentially as a closed system that is neat and tidy. We all know the sector is definitely not that. It's constantly evolving, it's disruptive, supportive, and beautifully messy.
It's been great to be here today to kind of meet so many people from lots of different styles of arts organisations, from kind of big MPOs like the RFC, right the way down to kind of individual freelancers and independent artists.
It's been really inspirational and really engaging, and because it's West Midlands as well, it's fantastic to bring people together from across the region.
I think being in the room with all these amazing human beings and everybody striving, make a better world through our art.
I think it's been connecting with just the wider West Midlands creative ecosystem. So having this moment year on year to come together, share learnings, best practice and learn from one another, I think is really special.
Style and the calibre of speakers have been amazing.
It's very interesting to have people who are actually the policymakers. Having Baroness Hodge here was very interesting, great to have her here to talk to us directly.
We need an Arts Council. We do need an independent body that is responsible for funding arts and culture in our community. And we reaffirmed that. And we have reaffirmed, more importantly, that we've got to have an arm's length principle that keeps politicians out of the decision-making processes.
For me, one of the highlights was the Murmuration speech that we had from Selena. It was absolutely inspirational.
What both speak to is interdependence that is sophisticated, systems within systems, relationships between that defy explanation. It's not a choice, it's a necessity. We are all feeding each other and being fed. We move as a unit and share information and gossip in the same air, the same horizon. Who and what is a starling in this analogy? Is it just arts and cultural organisations, or does it include educational institutions too? Are our audiences flying around up there with us or watching on the ground? Are politicians and policymakers flapping about at the edge of the flock with emerging artists? How does the sector look when we think of everybody as all being the same size and shape and weight in terms of value?
The most inspiring thing about the day was probably hearing about the interdisciplinary university that's kind of been set up, like really fascinating.
I love the idea of making something new from scratch.
Katie Rains from Indigo is actually one of the companies we've supported. So seeing her up there on the stage and getting to talk more about the fantastic work that she's done, the research that she's been a part of, I think was the best bit for me.
It was really interesting to have people present on innovation toolkits. I'm kind of actively thinking as the speaker's talking about it, about how I can go and apply that.
The stuff around the football has been amazing, because then something not from the art space, from the football world, entertainment world, that's very kind of special, I think.
3 words I would take away from today would be insightful, surprising, and collaborative.
Challenging, thought-provoking, and innovative.
Inspiring, networking, connection, and hope.
Stronger together.
Investment in culture is pivotal. Without data, there's no way I'm moving forward, making decisions.
I think today has been inspiring, energising, and given me a new perspective.
So I asked myself, what are the 7 birds I am looking at that are shaping the direction in which I am flying? And what is the horizon outside of all this I have to keep my one eye on? My conclusions were artists trying to respond immediately with bravery and to the current world events, censorship, disability justice, Birmingham, live art, the centering and uplifting of communities who have historically been marginalised and been excluded, the futures of funding, all set in a horizon of the political future. Or if they were artists, or if they were organisations, maybe they would be Artists Union England, Queer Circle, Tourette's Hero, Hood Futures Studio and Art Gallery, the Live Art Development Agency, Teatr Verhunzi, Industria, and the horizon would be the rise of reform. It is elating to be in Murmuration with those that you perceive to be your allies and peers, people who you look up to, who you aspire to share ethics and a sense of purpose with.